Hello everyone, I hope everybody is doing great. So welcome back. So today we are going to discuss another topic that is careers, or we can say developing careers or managing careers. So this is again a part of HRM, human resource management, that how HR department or your immediate line manager is responsible for that, or how you being yourself is responsible. So we'll discuss one by one that what is career and how it is supposed to be managed. when we okay so in this chapter we will be covering different topics like traditional versus current practices of HR. Then we will be discussing about employee managers and employers role in development of the career, then promotion decisions. Then we'll also talk about diversity in the career management. Lastly, we will be having a question at how can career development foster employee this overall development. Okay, so these are our questions. So let's move on. The first question, before starting any topic or any discussion, I would like to uh, shed light on what is career. What is, if I talk about through HR is different, like हमारे पास different definitions and different हमारे पास different perspectives में. But if we talk about particularly like अगर dictionary meanings है, what is a career? It is basically a course or progress through life, a distinct portion of life. Like हमें कहाँ तक जाना है, क्या करना है, क्या लर्निंग है हमारी, क्या काम करना चाहते हैं हम लोग क्या सोचते हैं या क्या करना जिंदगी में हम क्या अचीव करना चाहते हैं और हम उस तरफ किस तरह हम प्रोग्रेस करते हैं. So if we talk about HR definition, the occupational positions a person has had over many years, like different जो भी उसने over his lifespan उसने जो progress की है, जो opportunities उसके पास आई थी, and how he has progressed in that. Then we have career management. Now, career management is another important aspects of career, that how you are going to manage this the procedure. This is basically how you are going to manage your this career either effectively or efficiently, what you have done, what are the skills you are having, what interests you are having, and how you are using those skills and interest. Like if I am good at something but am I able to manage that or not? So that's how it works. So basically you are having assessment, like मैंने assess किया अब मेरे बारे में, अच्छा ठीक है, तो मैंने research किया अगर मैं इस चीज़ में अच्छा हूँ, ठीक, then I need to have a goal on that, or I have मैंने कोई set किए goals, then I take action, और I have like कि मैं इस चीज़ में जाना चाहूँगा, अच्छा मेरे में शायद मेरे अंदर ये ज़्यादा अच्छी qualities हैं या मेरा ये interest है या these are my skills, so I need to see, and then I will be working on that. So this is how career management works. Then we have career development. Now, development is something again, how one is supposed to be doing that. It is basically a long, lifelong series of activities. Like आप throughout अपनी जिंदगी में आप इसको किस तरह करियर अपना डेवलप करते हो, किस किस फेज में जाते हो, किस तरह इसको, अगर हम इसको कहीं करियर डेवलपमेंट की प्लानिंग्स करते हैं हम, कि हम क्या चीज़ करना चाह रहे हैं, क्या चीज़ हमारे लॉन्ग टर्म में कितनी फ़ायदेमंद है. आइदर इट वुड बी लाइक कि हमारी पर्सनल एक्सप्लोरेशन कर रहे हैं, एस्टेब्लिशमेंट, सक्सेस, फुलफिलमेंट. All these are the things or activities in which we can contribute. So basically, it's a lifelong thing. It's something that goes on, how we are going to develop. इसमें हमारी डेवलपमेंट ऑफ स्किल्स आ सकती हैं, हम अपने करियर पाथ को किस तरह एडवांस कर रहे हैं, अपनी मे बी स्किल सेट्स को, अपनी लाइफ स्टाइल को, मे बी अपनी जो आपके पास अभी रिसोर्सेज हैं आप उसको किस तरह यूटिलाइज कर रहे हो. Then we have the basics for career management, that is career planning, जैसे हमने बात की पहले करियर दिस डेवलपमेंट की. अब करियर प्लानिंग, डेवलपमेंट तो हमने कर ली, प्लान कैसे करेंगे. सो बेसिकली डेलिब्रेट प्रोसेस थ्रू विच समवन बिकम्स अवेयर, हम इसमें हमारे पास अवेयरनेस आती है. मैं प्लान करता हूँ, मैं सोचता हूँ अच्छा ठीक है मुझे पर्सनल स्किल्स क्या चाहिए. फॉर एग्जाम्पल आफ्टर ग्रेजुएशन और आफ्टर डूइंग योर इंटरमीडिएट और ए लेवल्स, यू प्रोसीड के लाइक मेरे क्या पर्सनल स्किल्स हैं, मेरे अंदर क्या इंटरेस्ट है, मुझे किस साइड पे जाना चाहिए, अदर इट वुड बी इंजीनियरिंग डिग्री और computer science degree, or I want to pursue BBA and MBA. So I will be deciding on that. And then I will be establishing my goals and having an action plan on that, that how I'm going to achieve those. So this is basically your career plan start. The same goes in terms of like when you are going to go with your first job, कि मुझे किस सेक्टर में जॉब करनी है, मुझे किस किस्म की जॉब करनी है, या मुझे मेरी प्रेफरेंस क्या है. सो आई नीड टू प्लान फॉर दैट. ऑल राइट. सो व्हेन वी टॉक अबाउट करियर्स अबाउट टुडे, आजकल की अगर हम बात करें, आजकल आजकल की इस टाइम पे इट्स ऑल अबाउट इट्स पहले जिस तरह होता था कि यार बस सारी जिंदगी हम एक जॉब की उसी पे लगा दी. People are working for one particular organization maybe for 30 years, 40 years, 50 years, and then they got retired from that. But now this is not that much simple. Progressions are like people are progressing and they are like maybe changing department, changing organization, changing their own sectors, changing even like sometime industry as well, and changing their whole this career. So again, this is not that much something कि यार पहले जिस तरह होता था चीजें have now you all know that we have like developed हमारे बहुत changes भी आ गई now. Even sometimes we ask our employee to be multitasker means कि अगर वो किसी एक चीज में सिर्फ अच्छा नहीं सब चीजों में अच्छा होना चाहिए. Like अगर it's like it's come to communication, it has come to any knowledge about any software, it can be according to the needs of the job. But still we want our all rounder person जो उसको हर चीज का पता हो, जिसको पता हो इंडस्ट्री में क्या हो रहा है किसमें. So we want even in times like आजकल लोग पहले अगर एक ही जॉब कर रहे होते थे, now people are having diverse job. If we talk about HR only, so now HR में पहले we have just recruitment and selection and this these managers, assistant managers. Now we have talent acquisitions or we have strategic business partners. So all these are like this is making our this career or this progression, and it's changing the world as well now. So these are something traditional versus career development focus. कि अगर हम बात करें now, these are some of the HR activities. If we compare them with traditional focus, कि पहले क्या focus और अब क्या focus है उसका. In terms of HR planning, previously we were just focusing on skills or tasks and what's the status saying. But now our preference is about individuals. हम हर बंदे को individually हम देखते हैं उसके क्या interest है, क्या preferences हैं, and then we would like to have that. Maybe पहले हम is a generic, like a general, we want to do that, but now the things are different. The same goes with the training and development. We want our employee to grow individually. उसका एक proper career path हमने well defined किया हो कि अच्छा आपने ये career progression होगी आपकी, so that he would or she would be known about that. The same goes with our performance appraisal, that how we are going to appraise, how we are going to tell them that these are your KPIs, this is the goals we have set for you. If you achieve this, then definitely your appraisal will be good. The for recruitment and placement, now again, as I said, the career progression has made a lot of changes. People are looking for a person who's all rounder. So we also need to see that कि उसके क्या career interest है. It's not like कि अगर वो सिर्फ और सिर्फ एक organization से switch करके आ रहे हैं हमारे पास, but still we need to see that either he or she is either good enough or not. वो वाकई में जो चीज काम कर रहा है वो शौक से कर रहा है, बस करने के लिए कर रहा है. So we need to have an eye on this. Then comes compensation and benefits. Definitely when it's a time for reward or it's time to pay that employee, we need to see that कि either वो सिर्फ और सिर्फ अपने अलावा, like either he's working for team building or either he's helping his colleagues, so he is or he or she is working on that as well. So overall productivity, time management, that person talent, or whatever, like maybe I'm giving something back to my organization in terms of like maybe मैं उनको counseling कर रही हूँ, mentor कर रही हूँ, sometimes maybe they are conducting workshops or whatsoever in whatever terms they are doing. So we need to see that either how they are performing. Sometimes non-job related activities can also be rewarded. कि अगर आपने इसमें participate किया, इसने आपने organization को represent किया, तो this can also be, आप उसको वो भी आप उनको chance दे सकते हैं. Okay, all right. This is basically a sample of employee career development plan. That how we need to see that we need to name क्या है क्या चीजें हैं, what is the next logical step for that employee and how you think you are ready for that. You can mention. Then there are different skills and set कि अगर आपके पास कितनी knowledge है and what is action plan, skill training, and management training. Okay, now comes the main question that who is responsible for that and what are the roles in career development. That हमें ठीक है, we need to develop, but who is responsible for what? So what are the roles? Number one, the individual. Definitely that person who is responsible or any person who would be responsible for the career would be that person himself or herself. Nobody is there to, maybe everybody is there to support or help you, but still that's your responsibility to be focused, to be motivated to work on for that long term needs and benefits. So how you're going to do that? First of all, you need to see that either you are accepting your responsibility, you are seeing that what are your interests and skills, and then you have all the resources, you establish your goals and career plans, and you whatever opportunities that comes around, you are catering to those. Lastly, your immediate boss or your manager is very important in that, because whatever comes, you need to tell that person so that he can, or he or she would be able to formulate realistic career plans for you. Because many times what happens that people have a lot of things to do, or a lot of they plan, but they do not share with their managers or with their supervisors, and these never becomes realistic career plans. So one should follow those things what are actually being followed or told by the manager. If you want something else, but you need to be, it need to be communicated to both. Then the second person who is responsible for your career development is your immediate boss or line manager or supervisor, that he or she should give you timely performance feedback, that develop assignments and support programs for you, have a discussion with you that how you're progressing, even tells you that you're not doing good or even or you are doing good. So justify in both the things, like either goods or bads. Lastly, develop plans, like tell you about your job description, आपको पहले से आपको पता, आपको KPIs पता है, and how you're performing, either you're not performing up to the mark, that should be also maintained. Then lastly, your organization, that how organization is having a role in your career development, is basically what opportunities they are providing in terms of training and development. Either they are having this campus ambassadors programs, or we can say in-house campus this facilities available, that they have career programs, or they are sending you on different trainings or workshops. So whatever the company's policies are, you need to see and how you need to get benefit out of it. That's how the organizations plays roles in the career development. Okay. I often get many questions regarding mentor, that who is the right mentor, how we need to choose a mentor, why mentor is a mandatory thing in anybody's life, or we talk about student perspective से तो बहुत ज़रूरी है, even for experienced employees or person, mentor should be there. Now how you are supposed to choose your mentor? Number one, choose an appropriate potential mentor, like, but how? That you need to see that either you are having a good chemistry with that person, he or she is available, he or she listens to you, guides you, counsels you, tells you. So these are the things that needs to be like done. Number one, you need to have a very close cordial relationship, you are good to talk to, and you are having a very maybe open sort of discussion, so you can easily talk to that person. That can be your right mentor. Then we have to see that either when that person is available, you need to see that आप उसको किस तरह लेके चलते हो, आप उसको किस तरह काम करते हो उसके साथ, बिकॉज वो आपका एक, जैसे हम कहते हैं, दैट पर्सन इज देयर टू गाइड यू मोटिवेशन के लिए, इवन इमोशनल सपोर्ट के लिए समटाइम that person will tell you. So again, you need to choose that person wisely. When that person is giving you time, expect there and understand that person's time as well. बहुत ज़रूरी होता है, अगर आपने किसी को मेंटोर बनाया है, that person is giving you some time, तो आपने उसको एक उसकी you need to respect this thing in terms of time advice. It's good to have an agenda beforehand, so that you would have the idea कि मैंने अपने मेंटोर से किस किस चीज़ों में बारे में बात करनी है, किन किन चीज़ों में मुझे फोकस करना है, ताकि मुझे पता हो कि मैंने अपने मेंटोर मेंटरिंग करते हुए कि मुझे क्या चीज़ आई वांट टू डिस्कस विद. अच्छा, दिस इन दिस थिंग देयर आर अ लॉट ऑफ थिंग्स कि मेंटोर कौन होना चाहिए, हाउ वी कैन चूज दैट, और इसमें कोई इसमें होता है कि लाइक क्या होना चाहिए. सो अगेन माय फ्यू इसमें, अगर इफ आई ऐड समथिंग, you need to see that either that person is a good fit for you or not, in terms of like communication, in terms of your expectations, maybe that person's personality or whatsoever, like communication skills, or that uh, matches with you. Sometimes that person is from your particular industry or field, so that's also the right person कि आपको वो guide कर सके. So again, these are some few of the things you need to see while deciding for any, or when signing up for any mentor. All right, then we have the employer's role in career development, that how your employer is having a very crucial role or a very main role in terms of like career development. Number one, now what is realistic job review? If we talk about जिस तरह हमने अपने when we were discussing about job analysis chapter, when we were discussing about job descriptions and job specifications, we touched over there that what are realistic job reviews. So basically, when we talk about this realistic job review, this is basically a tool that organizations tell you that how what are your good and bad characteristics and what we need to see हमें क्या चीज़ चाहिए हमें we have a very clear understanding कि हमें अपने जो लोग हम रख रहे हैं उनमें हमें क्या चीज़ चाहिए, so we need to be very clear on that. So in terms of like being your employee, you have your that person's ins and out. आपको उस बंदे के बारे में पता होगा, आपको उस बंदे का पता होगा कि क्या कर रहा है, कि वो सही काम कर रहा है या नहीं कर रहा. Either he or she is going to add on something new to the department, or it's just like अगर आप उसको रखोगे तो फायदा नहीं है. So all these things are really important in terms of like employer's role in your career development. कि either you are a good match or you should switch or you should go from there. Then challenging first jobs. अगर आप लोगों ने अपनी जब करियर स्टार्ट किया एंड यू हैव अ चैलेंजिंग जॉब या यू हैव अ लॉट ऑफ रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी, यू हैव अ लॉट ऑफ थिंग्स, दैट्स द मोस्ट इन टर्म्स ऑफ टॉक अबाउट फ्रेश ग्रेड्स या जो हमारे जो स्टूडेंट्स हैं दे आर लाइक फ्रेश इन द मार्केट और इंडस्ट्री, दे नीड टू गो फॉर दीज टाइप ऑफ जॉब्स. क्यों? क्योंकि इन जॉब से वो बहुत ज़्यादा सीखते हैं, उनको एक एक्सप्लोर करने का टाइम मिलता है, सर्च करने का टाइम मिलता है. दे ऑल्सो गेट द एक्सपोजर कि किस तरह इनको हैंडल करना है सिचुएशंस को, स्ट्रेस को. सो दैट्स वाई इन टर्म्स ऑफ लाइक एम्प्लॉयर this is also one of the thing. In terms of like career development की अगर मैं बात करूँ, चैलेंजिंग रोल से आपको फायदा ये होता है कि आपको पता चलता है कि आपकी पर्सनालिटी कैसी है, आप किस तरह किस चीज़ में क्या काम करोगे. आपको अगर कोई हम स्ट्रेस का काम देंगे, इट वुड बी रिलेटेड टू मे बी स्ट्रेस और हाउ यू आर गोइंग टू मैनेज योर टाइम. सो एनीथिंग दैट इज चैलेंजिंग टू यू, you should be doing that thing first. Then employer needs to give you career oriented appraisal, that he or she should tell you that either you are a good fit for the promotion or not. If not, then what is the case, why it is not there for you this year or next year, or what are the things that should be correctable. So the person would be doing that, so next time he or she would be eligible. Then we have another thing, that is job rotation. Now what are job rotation means? Job rotation is basically that how you are going to go and from department to department, you're having different variations. Sometimes towards our this management trainee programs or maybe in internships, employers do provide this service of like job rotation. They have like from one department to another, you can have switch, you can have the flavor of all, maybe from marketing to supply chain to HR to MIS. It depends at how you are having that. In terms of banking, you have different departments. So again, how you organization is preferring, you can go along with that. Then we have another role of employer, that is mentoring. Now what is mentoring or mentor? We have already जिस तरह हमने पहले बात की, who is the right person who would be counseling you, who will be telling you, guiding you. Sometimes that person will be there to advise you. So your immediate boss, your line manager, is also the right person for your mentoring, because that person see you from, like if we talk about your whole day, he is observing you. He's having the idea that either you're a good match, what are the things you are good at, what are your weaknesses, what are the areas of improvement, and then you can work along. Lastly, networking and interactions. This is also one of the major aspects. Like आजकल अगर हम बात करें, networking is the key to everything. If you are good at that, if you're talking and if you are good at with meeting people or having good this relationship, so again your career development would be there. But in terms of like employer, so definitely you need to have a good relationship with that person as well. Also, that through your boss, you can have different opportunities, or he can refer, or he can send you in networking events and interactions and different workshops or anything else or trainings. So again, that's how he plays an important role in your career development. All right, then we have innovative corporate career development initiatives, like how your corporate organizations or what organizations can add in your career development. Number one, provide each employee with an individual budget. Like definitely जहाँ पे ऑर्गेनाइजेशन से इन्वेस्ट करना होता है दे डू हैव इंडिविजुअल बजट्स कि अगर हमने आपको इस साल इतनी ट्रेंड से बेचना है ये कॉस्ट हो सकती है सो दिस इज द मनी यू हैव इन योर दिस बैलेंस if you want to go in any training or conference or you want to do some maybe आपको कोई प्रोग्राम या कोई डिप्लोमा करना है तो वी आर देयर टू हेल्प एंड फैसिलिटेट यू अदर देन दैट सम ऑर्गेनाइजेशन ऑफर ऑन साइट और ऑनलाइन करियर सेंटर्स की तरह उन्होंने अपने आप को करवाया होता है register like maybe Coursera, maybe Udemy, and then they are offering through that, and they are helping their employees for career development. Also, sometimes encourage role reversal. This is one of the strategy done by good organization that they ask their employee, "Okay, sir, ठीक है." If they are on our seat, like for example, like boss versus that employee. Okay? Employee को कहते हैं, "ठीक है, you being the boss, how you will do that? How you can do?" So that's how उनकी जो कैपेसिटी बिल्डिंग या उनकी जो इनोवेटिव या क्रिटिकल थिंकिंग या एक डिसीजन मेकिंग की पार दे कैन सी दे कैन हैव द आइडिया एंड दैट्स हाउ दे encourage this role reversal. जिस तरह हमने पहले वाले डिफरेंट लेक्चर पहले लेक्चर्स में बात की थी corporate campus, some organizations are having their own corporate campus in which they have their inbuilt courses they offer to their employees that how they can improve their hard and soft skills and they are working on that. Sometimes we have help organize career success teams बनाते हैं organizations career development के लिए कि they have different teams which are working with individuals कि अच्छा आपको ये चीज़ आपको किस area में focus करना है maybe it's a soft skills में बढ़ना है या hard skills में करना है and how they are going to improve that how they are going to work on that. That's how the small teams बना के this becomes easy to engage everyone. Provide career coaches. Now sometimes organization have बहुत organization में HR department के role होता है कि they are as they work as a career coach. They counsel people. They tell what is good or what is not good. So they help in building their skills. Like sometimes उस career हम उनको career planning में भी help करते हैं, resume building में, negotiation में, interviews में, या if they are want to go if anywhere else then what they needs to be done okay how some कहते हैं ना like discovering your own self so these are the career coaches they help them okay, how you can discover yourself what are your focus how you can engage if for example if I want to have the promotion but I don't have the right to maybe education then how I can enhance my knowledge and have maybe a latest degree. So all these things are being provided by the career coaches. Organizations also provide your career different planning workshops and sometimes offline and sometimes online programs are being initiated and offered. Also, sometimes some organizations, if I talk about जिसमें हमने पहले बात की, they have a dedicated facility for career development. Like उनका पूरा एक department होता है, they are working on that. That what are the things that needs to be done, how we are when we are competing in the market, what are the skills that are needed. So top skills, whatever like so they are working. If we talk about टॉप 2020 स्किल्स अगर मैं बात करूं कि आने वाले दिनों में टॉप 2020 जो आजकल इस ईयर में दोज वर द स्किल्स दैट वर रिक्वायर्ड सो समटाइम्स लाइक अगर मैं कहूँ कॉम्प्लेक्स प्रॉब्लम सॉल्विंग होगी क्रिटिकल थिंकिंग होगी क्रिएटिविटी पीपल मैनेजमेंट इमोशनल इंटेलिजेंस so these are few of the skills that were there in 2020 but when we talk about 2021 maybe those skills which are now in demand maybe it becomes obsolete and there's something else that would be in demand so again, we need to see that how the things are growing, how the things are going, and how organization is playing. If we talk about like अगर मैं generically generally बात करूँ सुना आजकल आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस है या साइबर सिक्योरिटी है या क्लाउड इंजीनियरिंग है या मे बी डेटा साइंटिस्ट या डेटा साइंसेज है या डेटा एनालिटिक्स है सो ऑल दीज थिंग्स आर समथिंग दैट आर इन हाई इन डिमांड ये दीज आर द थिंग्स अगर हमें कहूँ अगर उसके अलावा सॉरी when we talk about job skills में इंडस्ट्री में लोगों को चाहिए मल्टीटास्कर्स प्रॉब्लम सॉल्वर्स कोलैबोरेटर जो कोलैबोरेशंस करें मे बी इंटेग्रिटी होनी चाहिए प्रोफेशनलिज्म हो सो दीज आर फ्यू ऑफ द थिंग्स so if we want to extend this topic can goes on like career development how you can work on that if we talk about generically अगर मैं इसको थोड़ा सा इसको wrap up करूं So basically, it's about your education, it's about your goals, vision, interests, skills, and values. This is how you are. अगर मैं इसको sum up करूँ, so these all are the aspects one see about their career development, that how we are going to manage. Um, Later we will discuss about the stages as well, but in generally अगर हम इसको जर्नल देखें जनरली देखें तो लोग ज़्यादातर डेवलपमेंट में जब काम कर रहे होते हैं सो दे सी दैट हाउ दे आर और दे लाइक टू वर्क इसमें अगर मैं एक इफ आई टॉक अबाउट कि हाउ कैन आई इम्प्रूव this is not related to this chapter but still because this is one of the topic that one can start thinking from right now because you being in maybe in your bachelor's or master's when you will be pursuing your this career you would be seeing that what is the right path so you need to work on your how what are your dreams like what is I am supposed to do मैं सबसे अच्छा क्या करता हूँ मेरी क्या ड्रीम है what I want to be then secondly this is the thing being a counselor I tell all my students as well as my grads and professionals young professionals even experience that you need to believe in yourself if you're not believing in yourself if you are not saying कि यार मैं ये चीज़ में अच्छा कर सकता हूँ so you could not focus on your career development then next thing is never stop learning like whatever you are doing content please continue with that you are doing a great job if you want to enhance in your skills you need to work on that then you need to sharpen your people skill like people management आजकल की दुनिया में वही कामयाब है जिनको लोगों से बात करना लोगों के साथ काम करना लोगों के साथ बैठना like communication interaction उनको manage करना networking करना this is one of the thing which we were talking previously as well so this is one then expanding your network that whatever you are doing try to expand talk to people engage with them maybe sometimes they are acquaintances but still you need to expand your this network lastly जिस हमने पहले बात की find a mentor whatever career whatever path whatever maybe profession you are choosing for yourself the career you need to see that what is the right person who are maybe good at that maybe who are industry expert maybe who are like maybe जो सबसे ज़्यादा टॉप पे उस इंडस्ट्री में दे आर फेमस or someone who is close to you or who feels like कि मैं इससे पूछूंगा तो he is there to help me that can be any person but you do have right need to have a mentor then you need to build your reputation that what I am good at what are my services what are my skills interests traits you need to work on that thing lastly जिस तरह मार्केटिंग में कहते हैं यू नीड टू सेल योरसेल्फ लाइक स्टार्ट सेलिंग फ्रॉम द डे वन इफ यू आर गुड एट दैट तो लाइक अपने आप को जिस तरह हम कहते हैं पर्सनल ब्रांडिंग दिस इज समथिंग रिलेटेड टू योर पर्सनल ब्रांड लाइक हाउ यू बीइंग अ ब्रांड you sell yourself you advertise yourself how people know about you that if I talk I name a person okay this comes to your mind so this is how you are supposed to brand yourself this is basically I'll conduct more workshops on personal branding as well but still right now for the career development this is also one of the basic agenda and point so this is basically a sample agenda of 2-day career planning workshops organization यहाँ पे conduct करती हैं they have different planning assessments होंगी different assessments individual assessments behavioral assessment environmental assessment goal settings and how they are lastly they have to make an action career action plan that अब हमने किस तरह अपने आप को career पे और किस तरफ हमें लेके जाना है I hope this session was beneficial for you. Thank you for watching and thank you for listening. Take care, stay blessed, stay secure.